The school administrator announced, "Alex isn't your real name. Tell us what it is." But she doesn't understand that my daughter and I are in witness protection. Welcome evening for new families. 40 parents in a school hall, folding chairs, weak tea, sticky name labels. She came down the row with her clipboard, stopped at me, and frowned. "It says here you go by Alex." She looked up. "But the name on your ID is different." Ice went through me. The Marshalls built this life brick by brick. New city, new flat, new name for me, new name for my daughter. They told me the school had been briefed. They told me our records were sealed and flagged. They told me we were safe. I leaned in and quietly asked her to please just call me Alex. She shook her head like I'd asked to skip a queue. "We use legal names on school records. Safeguarding. If you wanted to be Alex, you should have put Alex on the form. My wife was dead because of the men I testified against. They found her before the Marshalls found us. My daughter was 4 then. She's 7 now. She has no memory of her own surname. And I've spent 3 years making sure it stays that way." I tried once more, keeping my voice level. "It's important. I can't explain why. I just need you to trust me on this." She didn't even look at me. 23 years in school administration, she said. "I've heard every version. I go by my middle name. It's a family thing. I'm going through something." She made air quotes. "This is a safeguarding matter. In the real world, we use legal names." A father near the back muttered that the man had asked her twice. She ignored him, ran her finger down her list, found my line, and started to read. I stood so fast the chair went over behind me. "Please, don't." She looked at me the way you look at someone making a scene. Like I was difficult. Like I was one more parent who thought rules bent for him. She couldn't have known, but she didn't care enough to wonder why a grown man had gone gray and was gripping a chair to stay upright. She read it anyway. First name, middle name, surname, out loud, into a room of 40 strangers. It isn't an unusual name, but it's the one attached to a trial that ran on the news for 2 months. It's the one that got my wife killed. It's the one I was never supposed to hear again as long as I lived. The hall went quiet. Then a woman in the second row did exactly what I knew someone would do. She picked up her phone. Any one of them could search it. Anyone could post it in a parents group. Anyone could mention it to a brother who'd mention it to a friend who knew the wrong people. 3 years of being nobody, gone in 4 seconds. She smiled like she'd won something. There, that wasn't so hard. Moving on. The doors at the back of the hall opened. A woman in a dark coat walked in fast. I'd never seen her before, but I knew what she was. The way she swept the room, the way her eyes found me first, then found the administrator, and went flat and cold. She held up a badge. U.S. Marshals. The administrator's face emptied. She crossed that hall with a calm far worse than shouting. "That man is a protected federal witness. So is his child. The name you just read aloud is sealed by court order. You have compromised their protection and endangered the life of a 7-year-old girl." The clipboard shook in her hands. "I didn't. Nobody told me. Because you never opened the file." She lifted the printout out of her grip. "There's a flag on this record. Red. Across the top of the page. Impossible to miss if you'd looked for 4 seconds. You didn't. You decided you knew better than a federal court what to call a man you'd never met." Then she turned to me. Her voice changed. Her eyes didn't. "Go and get your daughter. Now." I walked down that corridor past the drawings taped to the wall and found her in the classroom, cross-legged on the carpet, holding up a painting of our new flat with a yellow sun in the corner. She smiled at me. "Daddy, look. I did our window." I told her we were going on another adventure, and I watched her face fall, because she already knew what that meant. She's 7, and she already knows what that means. There was a black car idling in the fire lane. It was moving before her seatbelt clicked. New papers that night. New city by morning. She fell asleep on the motorway still holding the painting, and I sat in the dark beside her doing the only thing left to do. I learned my daughter's next name.